You've probably felt it before. You step into a parked car on a sunny afternoon, and it feels like you've opened the door to an oven. Now look up at a glass skyscraper. It's wrapped almost entirely in glass. The sun hits it all day, sometimes from every angle. So here's the question. If cars turn into ovens, why don't glass skyscrapers? Let's break it down. First, what actually makes a car heat up so much? It's something called the greenhouse effect. Sunlight passes easily through glass. Inside the car, that sunlight hits the dashboard, seats, and steering wheel. Those surfaces absorb the energy and heat up. Then they release that heat as infrared radiation. Here's the problem. Infrared radiation doesn't escape through regular glass very easily, so the heat gets trapped inside. No ventilation, no airflow, no active cooling. Temperature rises fast. So why doesn't the same thing happen in a skyscraper? Because skyscraper glass is nothing like the glass in your car. Modern towers use something called insulated glazing units. Think of them as glass sandwiches, 2 or sometimes 3 layers of glass, separated by air or gas-filled gaps. That trapped gas layer acts like insulation. It slows heat transfer dramatically. But that's just the beginning. The real secret is in the coating. Most skyscrapers use low-emissivity glass, often called low-E glass. This glass has an ultra-thin metallic coating that reflects infrared radiation. What this really means is simple. Sunlight can come in, but a huge portion of heat gets reflected back out. It's selective. It filters energy. So instead of absorbing the full blast of the sun, the building blocks a large percentage of solar heat gain before it ever enters. And that reflective shine you sometimes see on tall towers, that's not just for aesthetics, that's physics at work. If you're enjoying these deep dives into how everyday engineering quietly shapes the world around you, take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps more curious minds find this content. Now, glass alone still wouldn't solve everything. Skyscrapers also use advanced ventilation and HVAC systems. These systems constantly regulate temperature, move air, and balance internal heat loads from people, computers, lighting, and sunlight. Unlike a sealed car, a skyscraper is actively managed. Sensors monitor temperature. Automated blinds adjust based on sun position. Smart systems redistribute cooled air where it's needed most. Some buildings even use double-skin facades. That's essentially a second outer layer of glass with a ventilated cavity in between. Heat gets trapped in that outer cavity and vented away before it reaches the interior. It's like giving the building a thermal buffer zone. And here's something interesting. In extremely sunny cities, architects often don't rely on glass alone. They combine shading fins, external louvers, tinted coatings, and angled facades to reduce direct exposure. Because the goal isn't just to build tall, it's to control energy. If skyscrapers were built with simple single-pane glass like older windows, they absolutely would overheat. Energy bills would skyrocket. Cooling systems would struggle. Modern towers are engineered from the start to manage solar radiation. They don't ignore the sun, they negotiate with it. And that's the bigger idea here. From the outside, a glass skyscraper looks like a giant transparent box. But in reality, it's a carefully designed environmental system. Every layer, coating, and cavity is tuned to balance light, heat, efficiency, and comfort. So the next time you see a shining glass tower reflecting the sky, remember, it's not turning into an oven, it's quietly outsmarting the sun. Thanks for watching.